He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
I kinda get what they try to say here. You know, but there's an old saying, if you don't know your past, or the past of humanity, you are doomed to repeat it. Which is why we have those fighting pits. Constantly are at war with each other for minor things. There's something I should add, but I'm not competent enough to add more, and I don't want to say something that could be misunderstood, so I have to awkwardly cut off the conversation here.
The Master Override. That's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
I have to write something down for later. That is a good thing.
That didn't sound good.
Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
Sarcasm, jokes from someone who got said that he acts too much like a machine. What the hell? Character developing in my video game. What the fuck? Another nice what if. What if in purging Apollo and all its knowledge, you accidentally purged Hades parameters for extinction events? You know? It's probably not here, but that could have been an interesting angle. Even so, if I were to make those, I would not make them into the same
Here.
memory
Here.
For a moment,
cluster.
What?
our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
Kinda. Like, it's like one of those things when they show you, you're like, I knew it all along, but in reality you didn't. Like, we knew he was pretty far up there, but this far, ooh.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now, why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
Interesting.
The Eclipse. The robots they've resurrected. They're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
So, giant fucking plot hole here. So, nerd alert. If those machines did not exist, like, the entire premise is that the world is so devastated that the machine would go docile. That would be the only moment where Gaia would wake up and start recrafting the world. So, what if the other machines would have been so rusty, so destroyed and wasted away? That's the word. That they would not be capable of even fighting or cannibalizing themselves for parts to then start fighting. What would then be Hades' plan, huh? Because originally it was that Hades would go override Gaia's systems and use the weather robots to then cleanse the planet. Create some sort of disaster, I guess. It wasn't explained what it would specifically do, but it would do things to reset the world. Who knows? Maybe a second global warming to burn the planet, you know? So that it now is searching for the old evil to reactivate it. Kinda weird. Yeah, it's not necessarily a big problem, in my eyes at least, but it's also not a good solution, you know? And yeah.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its
Hey.
source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So when we found Hades, he also possessed one of those old titans, but it was too damaged to move. How was Hades a part of this system? How did that system originally look, and why did he downloaded himself into a titan?
So you thought it was a Titan?
Or cloned
An old war
himself?
machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land.
This is, by the way, what I meant with if they didn't fix that tiny hole, you know, pinpointing a location. Like, even so, he could give Hades only vague descriptions. That would be enough, because, like, Hades and not Hades, machines have a lot of patience, you know. They can do stuff more. They can pursue stuff that takes longer to get.
Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Carja? How did they become involved?
The Carja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Of course, he already told you he was a terrorist. He's not proud of these times. What the fuck are you saying, girl? What the damn spoiled brat.
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.